Okay, welcome to Defense on Series session 86. Well, last time we had yeah, Allied getting cleared for duty, and uh, and the dude he was with for his madness adventure, getting snagged for a permanent vacation to a farm. And well, turns out also Lewis is gonna get random patients from Noah's ship because that one got damaged during the battle, and also a lot of people got hurt. And he is totally not gonna go and experiment on these people, which in no way or shape or form can backfire. Well, then we had Bacon asking Ems to from the ship. We didn't use by normal people. I thought not ship I should add, because that's not actually proper ship. And then we had some discussions. Ems checked around what's happening on his base, and also talks to Noah. And he tells him about Richard and John. At least what he got from Richard anyways. Is that a nice little talk the session before, I believe. Then we had Nick continue to program the Wolfman that he captured, and also, I believe, acquiring some skeletal enhancement. Well, at least the idea of it. Needs to be all cleared, of course, first, since it was not just one person that owned it, but several. Let's see. Then we had Nima talking to Bowie for him to adopt a schedule. It's essentially her getting back some influence. And well, the schedule essentially involves checking more reports on a regular basis, and also doing some minimum workout, to stay fit on the space station. Then Nick also had some VEs as guests over from Noah's ship. They wanted to have a bit of a change of scenery, and they visited the mines, the base in general, and it was all fun. Oh, and in exchange, Nick got a donut. Very important. Then we had Domino talking to Anke, and he notices some similarities between her and him. Same haircut, same smile. Totally not worrying at all. Then we had Domino drawing up blueprints. He didn't get that far, but he got some progress. And I believe Domino also wanted downtime. At least that's clearly in my notes. Yeah, and that's it. Well done. Who should we start with?
At
Yeah.
the end of the last thing, I would have sent everybody after the meeting with Noah a DM asking them permission to install the sensors I required for the wonder, giving them also a brief rundown of what it actually does, and obviously mentioning that should it be compromised, we can obviously disconnect the site. I just want to send it out to people real quick.
Sure. You can totally do
I
that.
asked everybody in DMs and everybody agreed, but of course it has to be done in a character too.
Yep, that's fair. Okay, by the way, did you also get an okay from Allied, or did you just tiptoe around each other?
I got an okay from Allied through you, remember?
Well, it was a bit
But he's not
leverage.
here yet, so it does not matter. He would get a message and he just replies to it when he fucking has time.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose that's true. So, let's see. We have, oh, I'm DMing me. But yeah, nothing important just yet. Okay. Well then, my question still remains: does anyone have anything pressing?
Yes, I have something very important I really need to do.
Yeah.
You see, I have 7 XP,
Uh-huh.
so I need to buff my charisma to 6.
This is interesting. Sure. Let's go to... yes, let's go to the lab. Yeah, Bacon's lab.
Oh, it should be quick, so it's a 4, so what's 7? 9. Fuck, I wrote it wrong. I double clicked space, so 9, not 7. So it goes down to 4. Should be 5 at 4. That's 5. I don't know if that's enough, so let's do one more time. That's actually a fader. Would 5 be enough? I don't remember how much I need.
More. I think. But let me check how much you actually need. Because it's like each dot costs like 2 if you do it permanently, and there's also a base cost attached. Body mods. Yeah. 4 successes on self. So you would need a total of 6 for 1 dot.
Right. Got it.
Alright.
So I only have one thing on 3. I think I'm going to get for charisma inspirational. Inspirational. And sadly, I need to wait 2 sessions until I get the last one.
Okay, that's I guess fair. Okay, then well, since you're already here with you, it's getting pretty late during the day, but I purposely didn't take over the day just yet. So first of all, you receive a message later at night. It's from a man called Melchior Gold. He says in the message that he is with this syndicate, and he is there on behalf of Syndicate Investment, and wishes to talk to you. He says he has an attractive business proposal. That's in regards to Gripnoy and the efforts of the of the investors who are already interested in there.
Right. This is the lawyer guy, right?
Yes, it is. I'm not sure if you met him in character or not.
No, but I probably heard about the lawyer that
Yeah, probably.
saved their colleague from being arrested or something.
Yes.
And I didn't understand. He's like representing the other syndicates or talking with the other syndicates. What?
He's representing like another group you haven't heard about. He's just saying he's with Syndicate Investment, which it's more like a catch-all term for for essentially some people that who want to invest. It's not like a proper group. It's more like a label they put on themselves.
Right.
And essentially, he's not representing those people that are already present. He is instead proposing.
Representing another group.
Well, he is essentially just proposing something in regards to that. And like, there's another group involved behind the scenes. Essentially, that's what you get.
Right. Well, by his name, I know to not be that trusty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I would be willing to. I would say that I would be willing to have a meeting in another time so we can check and I can hear what he has to say.
Alright. Well, is there anything else you would want to do during the day? Well, before the day ends anyways.
Hmm. Let me think what I was doing last time. I was fucked. I healed myself. I got Ems to fix the ship. Asked him to come fix the ship. Oh, yeah, I wanted to start doing something cursed. Uh, from what uh, I still didn't hear anything about Allied adventurers, right?
I mean, you probably heard that he came back.
Okay.
Not sure. I mean, I think that the portal was I think the portal was reported. I'm not sure. Let's see. Did I write anything down about that? Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay, I think no. He would. I think he would have at least told Noah. Well, if not, well, then I should have retcon a bit, I guess. But yeah, you would have probably gotten a message about a second portal being found.
Right, nothing about Nordics, the people I'm investigating in and dealing with. No information at all.
Let's see. How much would have gone through just yet? It was like Alice actually just got released, and I don't think he wrote any reports during his time there. At least not big ones. Maybe like some preliminary ones. So how to best do this? Okay, just roll me luck die to see what he would have gotten by now. Oh, pretty high. Okay, yeah, no, I think that's enough. And you would get you would get essentially like a bit of a rundown. At least know what hand the information down. That there is at least one more portal, and that there are Nordics active in there, and that those Nordics might not have good intentions. Surprise. And well, that they also have like manpower, a camp somewhere, and well, also equipment.
Right.
And it's potentially not near any of the places you guys have been to. Oh yeah, there's of course one chief Nordic essentially called the master. Well, that's what he calls himself.
With this information, if Goodbrand and Sif were still awake, I would try to get in contact with them, like just check on them and have a talk.
I mean, sure, they would be somewhere. Let's go to the mess hall. That's the most likely place for them to be. Let's see who's in here. Only the Bowie. We're gonna delete the Bowie. Okay, feel free to drag yourself out, and I'm gonna try to find those people in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, they're under my crew.
Yeah, it's just like the game is just struggling on my end. Has been for a few sessions now.
I think it's your computer that's dying.
Well, perhaps my computer, but it might be also something else. Okay, well then, let's go on. Yeah, they're just here eating some tasty slurry. And Sif looks up as you come in. Gudbrand is a bit focused on his food, and she waves you over.
Other good brand, Sif. I just look at Slurry. Slurry, don't worry. Some donuts will be arrive soonish. But I just sit on like opposite side. So I have some news that might interest the both of you. One of my colleagues, not sure if you ever met him, but a crazy guy that lives in another base. Some weird stuff happened to him. He might have eventually found another portal to Gribnoi, and in this other portal, he found the more of your people, the weird, distorted militarist version, and the one that take out the master. He says with our quotes.
Sif is the first to talk. Gudbrand just looks at you, and you can see like the confusion in his face, like what the fuck. Essentially, is written on his face, and she asks, "Well, who's the master? The master of what?"
Um, that's apparently what he's called himself. He's the leader of the wolf-like version of your people. I don't have any other information. I would have to talk with Sam O'Neill for him to with the two of you present to see if you can get anything more. But yeah, he's just there with a bunch of the weird version of your people and building some sort of base. They have manpower and they are armed. In the past, I said that you could try to go and meet other people. I mean, he doesn't look like the weird militarist versions. I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but if you guys think it's time to go, I promised I like to try to keep my promises. So yes, I could bring you out there, close to there. I don't think he has some good intentions with me and my colleagues.
Gudbrand just wakes up. Yeah, I would like to. I would like to meet with them. That sounds interesting. Maybe we can bring them back a little bit to what they used to be. I don't know if that's the same for you and your people, but we believe in second chances, and that with a bit of work, everyone can be redeemed. Maybe if we remind them of that.
You can see probably I suppose this master, again doing air quotes, is the one responsible for either creating this foot soldier version of her people. So he could maybe fix that. As I said, we have to talk with Sam New to know exactly the place and gather any more information about this weird guy. But if it's reasonable or if there's other way of getting peace, you guys can try it. I'll keep my promise. If you go there, I don't know, you don't manage to convince him, you can stay with your people, and if we end up going into conflict, I will I'll try to avoid getting into unnecessary fights, but I kinda already started everything, so
Hmm. Like they're both a bit silent before they say, "Oh, that's okay. Just even if you get in a fight, try to capture them alive.
Yeah, I will try to do as with the previous one I brought back with my experiment. Even if it was temporary, you could see that they don't really know anything else besides loving this master guy and obeying him. So yeah, it's honestly a bit wasted potential. But I won't complain. I'm kind of trying to do the same with my mushroom soldiers, but I still think they are a bit of waste of potential.
Maybe. Probably. They could be so much more. They could be artists. They could be they could be athletes. Maybe some of them could even be politicians or engineers. And it's just seeing like go on about like what they could what they could be, and it gets like crazier and crazier until they stop somewhere at astrophysicist.
I kind of agree with your point. As a former soldier myself, I appreciate the art of combat, and the idea of fighting for one's people. But I also am someone that is searching for superior ways of life form than that don't need necessarily these sort of things by my end goals.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a bit of a waste, but we can try to solve these issues. Yeah, just it's late. I'm going to have some sleep. I almost died yesterday, so next day I try to get in contact with someone new. You can come. We ask the questions and try to get more informations, and whatever happens, I can try to bring you guys to this other one, or if this master is some sort of psycho, we can try to get rid of him and free your people from his grasps.
I, well, I don't think we need to get rid of him. Like anyone can be dealt with. It's just that you might need to contain him for a while.
Yeah, but if he has the power to make a species like yours into a very advanced combat-oriented people, he might be a bit of issue containing. So, but we can try. We have the technology and the manpower. Depends how strong he is.
And you know, they look at each other. Like almost like perception empathy.
I have poor perception now, and I have the intuitive specialty.
Sure. Applies. Fucking hell. Okay. That's a lot of successes. And well, yeah, I guess so. You see, as they exchange looks, it seems that they are not really happy to go with this. It's more, well, they're also kind of scared of you, and they don't like push it too much. So that's why they're not bringing it up anymore.
I just look at them and I just look. As I said, that's only if this master guy is some sort of very crazy psychopath. All right. Uh, Everything like this started with violence, and uh, like so saying violence only brings violence, so sometimes we have to try to stop. I understand I'm I'm trying to build a very fun colony for everyone to explore and build stuff, so I don't want any more fighting.
We appreciate that. We really do.
Well, good night to the both of you, and I will just leave.
Yeah. Good night. Well, what do you do afterwards? Well, question: do you want to do anything afterwards? That's rather.
No, he really needs to sleep. He almost died this day. He stayed up for too long.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you have some dreams tonight, more intense than usual. You hear the screams of let's call it screams, but more like shouting of a woman that calls for help. And you can't really make much out or even remember much of the dream itself. But what you do remember is some sort of wolf man with antlers dragging around a woman that's all tied up in some sort of vines and like. You can't really make out the form of the woman, despite remembering like some glimpses of her. It's like her body is a bit formless in a way. The other thing you can really make out about her is that she is that she is a woman, and that she is entangled. And but the Wolfman actually reminds you of someone. Reminds you of Rock.
Fucking knew it. As I said, I'll try to avoid violence, but it's not violence if they're not human or human adjacent like the Nordics. These things are beasts that need to be exterminated.
Fair enough. Okay. Wow. Okay. Just want to bring that up. Also, you can take back one paper for sleeping. Okay. Next up, pizza on neck. Let's start with the pizza and work our way to the neck. Oh, Domino. Yes.
No, you don't get it. You don't get it. I'll tell you later. I guess it's probably a decent time to go for that little of a session of Anka.
All right. Where would you want to do this?
I mean, at this point, through the power of Tristan's suggestion, transaction, I would recommend maybe in kind of want to do the my quarter so you have a bit more privacy, but at the same time I know how scuffed that probably appears.
Yeah, that's really scuffed. Also, question: what do you tell Tiong before this?
Just making sure after the checking up the well-being of my group after the latest events. And also, I'm kind of doing this to make sure that there is no seething influence from Tiong knows about Frednall, right?
Yes, she is a void engineer.
Yeah, that's also one of the ambitions I have for this.
Okay, let's drag Anka out. The poor cursed woman.
Good God, if you haven't changed your picture to have my haircut yet, you're a bad.
If I had Photoshop skills,
You're a bad. Just I don't want to hear the rest. You're just a bad.
Yeah. Sure.
Orally disappointed me. Her hair is at least like still blonde, right?
Yeah, she hasn't that colored it. Just, a haircut.
It's fucking cursed.
What happened with the degenerate?
He
I mean, you just did your thing. You should have paid attention, Mr. Fucking Degenerate.
he
What
he,
I did was I
he
made
put
sure that this woman was fine.
he
Okay?
he invaded her mind and
We're consent. We're consent.
misused her trust to put a thing in a like like an imprint of himself into her mind.
Okay, but okay, look, I don't know whether you mistook what I actually said during the session or some fucking translation error, but my intent was to leave something behind that when she's feeling uncomfortable, would reach out to her. It wasn't to make her shape like me at all. That's a side effect you're doing.
You're still
Let's establish that.
you're still leaving apart yourself in her mind as a comfort zone. Yeah, it's definitely going to reshape her.
Not physically, maybe mentally, yes, but physically, that's just.
She just got a fucking haircut.
This is fucking physical, isn't it, you cunt?
People
He
can't.
just
It's
feels
fucking stupid.
there is just a part of her that makes her feel very comfortable about having a short black hair.
Yeah, that's why I'm fucking going in and changing it so she has a normal hair again. Maybe more scantily clad, but that's about it.
Yes. Yeah. That's perfectly reasonable, right?
That's better. It's better. It's better.
Oh, fucking god. By the way, dumb question. How much psychology do you even have?
3.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you had to chew me out on this one.
No, well, I actually can.
I actually didn't intend to click that, but yeah,
Oh,
Three.
anti-combat.
Wait, how did I get to? Okay, no.
Wow. Just wow.
What?
Two natural ones.
I think it's always in that one.
It shouldn't be.
It is.
It's weird.
Oh, what the
No, it
fuck?
doesn't. You just
How did I get 3 nat ones?
You're just the most unlucky man ever.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
Okay, you got all that bad luck out of your system now.
Can I, like, before I do this, maybe, like, do some actual thinking using the knowledge that I have of psychology? Just try and analyze what's going on and, what good ways are to move forward.
Well, what do you consider moving forward?
I want to fix her problems, and I think this is a good, this is a fucking phenomenal start. But I don't want her losing track of who she is or what she cares about. I just want to change certain bits. The paranoia needs to go, not her looking like a fucking butch piece of shit.
Wow. Okay. Honestly, let's just roll it as 6, and successes matter, like the number of it. Like
Okay.
psychology.
Intelligence, psychology, difficulty 6.
Yes.
Book
Right.
learning.
Book learning. Yeah, probably apply. And yeah, that's actually pretty good. Okay, first of all, like you haven't really found a proper cause for the paranoia, and revealing that might be one of the most important steps of all, because well, to fix the issue, you need to know the issue. That's sort of deal.
Fair enough.
As for well, keeping track of herself, that's well, rather difficult, as you are not quite aware yet what what she what's actually going on. This clearly wasn't intended by you. But well, if you had to make some guesses, first of all, she's like a vulnerable person, and second, well, leaving something behind in her might not have been not the best idea. At least not with the amount of time you spend on it. You probably when the item was killed, spend a lot more time and effort to build something like that. You know, like several sessions of therapy with her. would have been better, you know, to make like something more like solid rather than
Something more
just-
nuanced.
yes. And well, it's there's also something, you know, that you yourself aren't quite well, like your mind you know, has a little bit of a touch of how do I say this, like EDE in it ever since. And that I don't mean the presence of Gray. And someone's about door. Fuck's sake. Okay, we are
Build
back.
I think we should get like half an XP every time somebody's at his fucking door.
Okay, I'm back.
Back.
Well, where did I leave off?
Then my mind is EDE like, and this was besides the whole gray shit.
Yes, like it's more like you know, there's something to be said that, you know, some people would not even consider you properly human anymore. Well, there would be like a hardliner stance, but you know, maybe there's just a little truth to it.
Is this coming from like the Awakened Blood stuff, or like?
Yes.
Okay. And what is the actual effect of this on her then?
Well, it just means it's a bit more unpredictable on your end.
I thought it'd be more potent, you know?
I mean, that's certainly unpredictability, but yeah. And as for well, I guess that's something that should also be mentioned. That well, that your personality is probably also a bit stronger than hers. Consider
So yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
So my main things is, you know, find the cause of paranoia, reveal that, and that's the way to fix the issue. And if I want to do like an impression of myself or something, I need to put in more work.
Yeah.
Because my mind is more like fragmented and it needs more to be more solid.
Yeah.
And it's slightly unpredictable.
Yeah, I mean, it's like leaving, like it's not just you. Like it's just by if you mind being more alien, like just makes it worse. Like anyone would probably want to spend little bit more time on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the gist of it.
Okay. Well, I know what I need to do for this session and try to find why the paranoia is there and start working on refining the imprint I left.
All right.
Man, but like, would this be something that actually, helps her? What's it called? Fixing. Would it be good for it? Like,
What do you mean?
like if I did that? How big is the effect it would have on her? Would she still need like a couple months of revalidation, or what's the time frame on that?
Well, you would still need to spend like some time on her, essentially. Oh well, like, you know, someone to talk to. But if you the problem is like the impression itself. If it's a good job, it could very well be helpful. Overall, it might be more work than it's worth, depending on what the actual issue is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that, you know, you just don't know. Like, you don't have the information ready.
Okay, and then today mostly focusing on finding the cause. Yeah. Swear to God, there's going to be something to do with like her parents and some of the stuff she didn't want me to look into, obviously. But then again, on her file, did it state that she has the capabilities to use the Science of the Mind? Probably, right?
Let me check. I believe so.
She's an NWO agent. She doesn't have fucking mind. I'm gonna kill you.
And she does. She does have
Is
mind.
she? Is she house? Oh yeah, she's only got one arete.
Yeah. Should I answer that question?
That's. Sorry?
Should I answer that question?
No. I'm just thinking, like, would she actually, unironic enough, even be able to tell if I went there?
She might be able to, but then again, she also hasn't called out that there's something in her mind. You know.
It's true. Besides, unironically enough, leaving the imprint in kind of makes me be able to do slightly more. Because it is what Tristan would do. I can play honor in her Tristan. Her Tristanality.
You're cursed. You're really cursed, you know that.
How am I cursed if it's working? It's fine. One day everybody will have a Tristanality and a Moseality.
And well, I guess time to enter her mind.
Yes.
Well, that's a level 3 effect, by the way. Don't mind.
It's still the same day, right? Okay, so 4 dice, that's 7. How many successes do I need?
No, actually, it's a willpower rating, I believe. So it's a 6.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, like a duration is like it's just the duration that you need.
2 successes. Actually, that's wrong. I have 5 based.
In before less.
Okay, that's a fail. It's fine.
Yeah, you can just try again.
Is that enough? Probably not, right?
Let me check the table.
It's not enough.
What do you
Just isn't.
how many successes do you have?
2.
That's one scene.
Technically, a scene can be anything, right?
No, sorta, I suppose.
I rolled.
If you take too long, we use the snap, but should be fine.
Yeah, I got 5. I rolled enough for time because I have enough stamina.
Or for retro, whatever. You have enough successes one way or another. So yeah, you zoom in, and let's enter her mind. There's one profound change you notice right away. You seem to be like in a different building. It seems newer, shinier. Looks a little bit at you like the inside of your ship.
Good.
Like nice and
Yeah.
chromy and so on. And through the window, you can see another building. It looks a bit more run down. A bit abandoned, actually. And
Looking.
and it leaves like a familiar feel to. And so you think you have been in that building before?
I'm looking at it like through a window, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing that I did before, where like I angle like a window so that I'm looking. I'm like changing it. I'm moving a mirror there towards the other building, so that when I look into my reflection, I see the building. I just gonna do some weird shit to the mirror to like try to pass through it.
Okay.
Fucking want to go to that building. It's probably the last place she was at, but it's worth looking at anyway. What's the willpower roll difficulty?
Walking through a mirror, huh? I mean, in one way it's scientific mind, but then again, it's also a mirror that has like some folklore attachment to it, I believe. Oh well, at least like some mimetic potential. So let's make it a 7.
2 successes.
Okay, you managed to pass through, and well, as you step through rather, before you like fully through, you see on the other side like a glimpse of a statue a statue of an angel. And then you're on the other side.
Fuck's sake. Does this like statue of an angel to any degree make me think of Grey?
Well, it invokes as well a feeling of familiarity. But that's about it. You're not sure if it's well, it does remind you a little bit if you think about it, or Grey. But then again, you did see him as an angel like a few times, so it might just be that.
Something cursed, Redomer.
Is it?
You want to know something cursed, Redomer?
Yeah, sure.
Like, seeing all this, I'm kind of like actually starting to think that maybe just purging Grey is the better idea.
Wow. But betrayal.
It is, but it also isn't. I'm just a mere vassal.
Yeah. Well, you could be so much more, but then you don't want to.
Yeah, no, I don't want player death. Character death, sorry.
Yeah, strange. Okay, but yeah, as you like pass through, you're back in the out apartment, and well, it's a lot more run down here. Like nobody has been here in years. Kinda run down.
Is it the same place I was in before?
Yes, it was the same place you were in the first time.
Okay. Using my knowledge of enigmas, right?
Yes.
I want to go ahead and like scan the room, check like where like the police does this to track where the most recent visits have been, and kind of just correlate to try and find the most recent place anyone's been that was not me last time.
Weird use of enigmas, but sure. Let's look for clues, I guess.
Isn't enigmas just you do something weird and you know that's how you justify it?
Not quite, no. But sure you can like you know, puzzle things together that way. I'll allow it. But yeah, give me like intelligence enigmas then. At an 8.
Slightly upset it's not perception. I think it should be perception.
Wow.
I have less dice for it, but I think it should be perception.
Nah, it shouldn't be. Because you're essentially like just going like it's not the seeing part, it's more like the analyzing part that's important here.
Okay, book learning.
Mm-hmm.
I got 3 ones. Oh no.
Well, book learning wouldn't apply in this case, but
Imagine using book learning on enigmas.
I mean, it makes sense if you do like code breaking.
I mean, that's true, but that's for geeks and nerds.
But yeah, you well, you look around, look at the clues, and unsurprisingly, what you find is that the most recent activity has been near the door. You look at you know, you notice at the floor there's like some sort of like deep scratches in there. It's like heavy stuff has been dragged through, not very carefully. And it's also the place where where, you know, at least someone has opened it. Like not forever ago, maybe like a year ago, maybe 2.
Time to open the door. Actually, I'll look for the keyhole if there's a keyhole there.
Well, there's a keyhole there, but it's not the kind you can look through.
Okay, then I'll just open the door. What is on the other side?
Yeah, well, an equally rundown floor with well, if you look to the left and right, you would see you too would see like more doors. With the same design that the one you're currently standing in.
So nothing particular catches the eye then?
No, not really.
Okay. I gotta do some other way. I have a pretty much free access to her memories as well, right? That's like right?
To some
Or
degree.
I just want to look for something traumatizing that does not meet the criteria that she did not want me to look at.
Give me a willpower roll at a 10.
Can I spend a willpower on the willpower roll?
Yes.
Spending willpower on the willpower roll. 1 success.
You know, you strain your mind. But something is weird. Something is upsetting you. It's like you're trying to like look into something, and you know it's there, but you can't make it out. It's like something missing. Some sort of void. And remember back in the first time you were here, you saw a ruined city. It was essentially more ruined the further in it went. And this is where your mind is being drawn to.
Okay, knowing that, I'm gonna, instead of like focusing on what's here and what's complete, I want to find the missing pieces. Surely there have to be some fragments left of what she remembers, and I want to carefully repair them and analyze them. Because there's something here that's causing all this fucking paranoia that's probably been yeeted, and she can't process it because she's forgotten about it. But somebody probably did a fucking awful job in reprogramming her, so the fucking paranoia stayed.
Well, from her file, you would know that she has actually been reprogrammed several times, and like even like every time, the paranoia has been has resurfaced inexplicably.
Yeah, and then I need to look for that. I think that's probably my best bet, to look for the paranoia right now. But I have to do it carefully so that I don't upset her more by triggering it even more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And well, how do you go about this?
That's a good question. I think my expertise in the science of mind is going to definitely be a factor. But on top of that, I want to use my my knowledge of actually how the psyche works to look for the typical signs of regression and forgetting about memories and finding the details behind them. The subconscious usually keeps track of stuff that you just forget because of trauma, but I'm not sure how that works with reprogramming.
I'll best tell you this. I think there's like a proper roll you can make at this point for this. I think I gave you the clues for it.
Okay.
It's more like a thing where you have to, go with the flow, essentially.
Okay. Now that you said that, I actually have a question.
Yeah.
Could I use like a mind effect to make me actually doing these willpower rolls to like change how stuff works easier?
To some degree, like depends on what you want to do. But remember, like if you like do overt changes, you would be challenging your mind more openly, which means you might be seen as a intruder depending on what you do, especially if you look for traumatic memories.
Yeah, no, I get that. Because what I was thinking of doing then is I want to go into that ruined city and explore it.
I mean, totally possible.
But I didn't want to be a meme again and use the mirror. I wanted to do something actually more, stable, that's probably easier to do as well.
I mean, you're in a building, and you're right on the floor, what looks to be like a bunch of more apartments.
Yeah, just go down until I get to the ground level.
Okay. You can buy an elevator, but it's broken. It's out of service. But there's a stairway some emergency exit, which you can
Yeah,
take.
you use the staircase. Tristan does not like elevators.
Interesting view for an void engineer, but sure. Let's go down the the stairs, and eventually you come into a foyer, and things are in here dusty, and there's like cobwebs coming from hanging from the ceiling. Seems like it's really been a long time. But you feel a breeze on your face as the glass on the door is broken, and it seems
Good.
the exit is here.
So if it doesn't rain, huh?
Not yet. But yes, I presume you will leave the building then.
Yep.
All right, you come outside, and it's well, the sky is cloudy, but no rain. There's a bit of a wind going around, and the wind carries dust quite a bit actually, and the wind is all coming from the center of the city.
Well, I know where the signs are leading me then.
All right, you head down into the city, and the wind gets stronger as you're going down. Not threatening strong, but you do have to fight a little bit. And as you go deeper, you do notice how run down those buildings are the further you're in. They're quite varying in design. Like some of them seem to be brickwork, others monstrosities are out of glass and steel. While others again simple concrete buildings. Right, a bit of pictures from Eastern Europe.
Huh.
And all of them have one thing in common. They're in various states of decay.
I presume that like the bits of decay, they are just laying around, right? Are they the complete pieces of buildings just laying around, or are they fully gone?
Well, like the actual buildings that you encounter first after leaving the building, there's someone attacked. You could probably go inside of them. But essentially, like the further down you go, the worse it gets. There comes a point where they're essentially not walkable anymore. But more or less, like all pieces seem to be there to your untrained eye. You're not an architect, to say for sure.
Engineer
but,
though.
Yeah. I mean, still engineer is not the same, but whatever. Like you think they're probably all parts here. They're just collapsed.
You know how earlier I put like a figment of myself in here and it went bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I like make a figment of Bob the Builder here to fix these buildings?
Oh, question your sanity.
Why? Okay. Regardless, can I like take a look at these and do like an Enigma's roll to try to figure out if I can find like what's caused this decay? I know like that it has to be the reprogramming, but something in our mind needs to be a way of justifying that, and may lead me to more clues.
Okay.
Will you say that I've got all the clues I need? Maybe with knowing the answer, but not me.
Sure. Give me like a yeah. It's not too difficult. Just give me like a intelligence Enigma's roll and a 6.
I like how difficulty 6 is not so difficult for you now, huh?
Oh well, that's essentially like more matter of successes here. Yeah. Okay. Well. You like think, and like the first thing that comes to mind is abandonment. Like none of them seem to have like obvious damage here. It's more like all of a sudden everyone moved out. Like it's like you look a bit around and these are more intact ones. You do see that they're like all essentially emptied out. They're not, you know, they're not like, there's no furniture in them. There's no personal items. Just like, signs of like moving in a hurry that you see, like scratches on the floor, bumps in the walls, and so on. But nothing, nothing that would indicate that this place has been in use afterwards. It's just the further in you go, like the longer they seem to have been abandoned.
Well, Tristan probably like was writing this down on like a notepad or something that he, would have taken with him or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
you can have a notepad in the mind. You making mental notes.
I want an extra XP point for that one, for that stupid joke. But yeah, I need to do some rolls later to get some more hints because it's not being pieced together by me out of character. So just to wrap this up, can I go to the Figment and just do some reworking on it so it doesn't completely change your personality?
Well, first of all, you have to like get to it. Give me like a willpower roll an 8.
Tristan resisting. Does he not understand the Tristanity of the situation? Tristiverity. I got 2 successes, but they're both 10s.
Alright, well, you look at a part of her that you left of you that you left behind.
Oh no.
This it takes you a bit, but you find it. It's all the way back in the newest part, the newest building you were in, right at the start. It's
One I sadly completely skipped over, yeah.
Well, that's a bit strange, as it seems to be like sort of melted into the ground halfway, and you remember like making it, but this one seems like slightly different. It seems to be sort of seems to be going like a little more formless form. Sort of a bit of like not quite decay, more like like a wax figure that has been standing too long in the sun, losing the sharpness of its features.
It's not good. I need to work on it, and I want to refine it and give it more of a defined form. It doesn't explicitly need to be just straight up me, but I want it to have the air of like comfort, and I don't know. It would be even nicer if I give it like kind of a builder vibe, I don't want to call it Bob though.
Okay. No. I guess there's also another thing that might be of note for you. Near that figure, there's an angel statue again, just sitting there. It's not the same one you saw before. This one's slightly different, but it gives you the same feeling.
Metrodomer. Mind 4 effect is all it takes to completely wipe, all mental things I have to me, right?
I mean, in theory, yes.
Practice, yes, too. There's no difference between those two.
Well, it is. It's got successes.
See? So what you're saying is I just need to have all the quint I have on me, I think. Just keep using it. Cool.
Oof.
Cool.
But yeah, I guess as strange as that may sound, this will go against the difficulty of your willpower rating, permanent.
Of my willpower rating.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, why? Huh.
Can I roll my willpower?
No,
Against my
like
own
you want to
willpower?
like, do like a magic effect, right? So let's do it this way.
Oh, to the wax figure type thing.
Like
Oh no, that's fucking cringe. Then there's an error at my own difficulty, at my own willpower.
yes.
That's gonna go really bad.
No, it won't. For many successes.
I got one.
Oh, that's something. You know, you look at it, and yeah, it does look a bit more defined, but not much. Not much.
Yeah, I want to keep working on it then.
Well, you want to keep working on it.
Yep.
I see. I see. Well, as you know, you want to like keep working on it. You notice like another angel statue. Yeah, you're pretty sure this wasn't here before.
I'll stop what I'm doing and actually investigate the angel statue and not just disregard it as Grey's influence on me.
Okay. Well, how do you investigate it?
If my eyes, the touch, probably smell, maybe it smells. Maybe
Oh.
there's some weird noise coming from it.
Okay. Well,
I would like to do a perception alertness check or awareness. Probably awareness.
sure. Well, but first of all, as you, if you like touches the, you do feel like a warm feeling inside of you.
Does it feel slimy though?
It does not feel slimy. No, it does not feel slimy. It does
It's
feel,
not great.
you know, it does just feel like a presence, like a, there's a sort of like a grandfatherly vibe coming from it.
Man, this isn't great at all. This is just the Nephilim stuff. What am I worrying about?
I mean, who knows? Could be Grey.
Not Grey. Grey's not the grandfatherly at all. But this is original, like, those are his original goal as a being, but sadly failed that.
I see. Well, but we like perception awareness. Difficult will be
Today's difficulty.
basically would be an 8 though. And yes.
Fuck you. That's not a botch, it's just a fail.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Is it alertness?
No. Awareness.
Okay, then it's a fail. Well, I see nothing in this one. Let's go to the previous statue.
Yeah. You look at the previous statue. Difficulty will be 1 increased. Cumulative difficulty.
Okay. Cursed.
I mean, you can't fail them all. There we
That's
go.
true.
And well, you take the statue once again. This feeling, but then you dig, and you feel something else. It's more malevolent in a way. It feels a bit like some teacher gone wrong. Someone that went from teaching others to controlling others. It's it feels like Ray, and when like look at the statue, it also looks like Ray, for a second, but then it fades. Similar to like how it's with Gray, sometimes looking like an angel, but in reverse.
I see. Well, I need to have a talk with Grain to offer him the possibility to have some therapy done as well. But yeah, I'm gonna cast that aside and we'll like try to do the thing with the imprints one more time before I skedaddle, because I
Okay.
don't want to drag this out too much.
Same roll done as before.
Base difficulty 8, and it is a magic roll, right?
It is magical, yes.
Okay. I'm spending 3 quintessence on this.
You can.
1 success. Would have cost me a botch, though. I didn't do it. So
Yeah, the bot would have been good. Very good. So good.
not for me.
Oh. But yeah, no, it still looks a bit more defined. It's almost back to the way it was before. You left it here. But
Cool.
it certainly is not quite back in top shape.
So how do I write that down of the actual, working on it? Preferably I want to do it in my handout as a project.
Well, it's up to you, but TLDR is essentially that this that is somewhat distorted, like 2/3 restored to like the original.
Oh, yeah. I also was kind of thinking that I could do the that I was making it, actually more defined, so it doesn't just, fuck or mental stuff up at the same time.
I mean, yeah, but for that it needs to be be in shape first.
Yeah, but like I did this like a day ago. If it's already fucked now,
Yeah.
it's gonna be fucked again tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
Only one way to find out.
Only one way to find out. Indeed.
Also, Redomer, at some point, I really hope you're gonna throw one of them. Yeah, you have a strange dream about a wolf god at me, so I can be like, ah, yes, let's use lucid dream to realize I'm dreaming. Let's do a 1v1 pitch.
Oof.
You want to invade my mind? Gray's gonna fucking kill you now.
No.
Can you imagine?
Do you want the real reason why the dream happened?
Yeah, sure.
Destiny background.
Oh, very sad.
But yeah.
Sad.
Okay.
Get the willpower back.
Yeah. But if you sleep afterwards, then sure.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah. Alright, and next up, I think is Nick. Before we then finally move on to Ems for the presentation. Perhaps we can even catch Allied at some point, but I don't know if I want to wait that long. Okay, Nick, what would you be doing on this lovely day?
Yay! Is it a new day?
Not quite. You still have some time before
Okay.
the before we take over the day.
Okay, so I can't go off and mind control more of my werewolf.
No, but it's fairly late.
Okay. Like, when you say fairly late, like how late?
Almost evening. You
Okay,
can,
so
you can squeeze in like a few hours, but that's about it.
well, since I have to help out with the Gripnoy thing, I'm gonna try to make some weapons for that.
The Gripnoid thing. What do you mean by Gripnoid thing?
The doctor needs help killing the werewolves.
Well,
Right.
speaking of Gripnoid, there's probably something. Yeah, just throw me like a intelligence alertness. Actually, no, don't. You have like an AI with you. And if you don't remember
Yes.
yourself, there's a little reminder that would pop up from the AI. That there's another task related to Gripnoy as you start, thinking about weapons. And like maybe, looking up some files. There would be some context data telling you that that you're still supposed to look into recreational stuff. Essentially, like write down some sort of like study, assessment, or however you want to call it.
Oh. I'm sure we can come up with like a day spa / hunting lounge thing.
Yeah. Oh well, the main task for that is essentially like a cost benefit analysis in a way, for you to like figure out essentially, you know, what can be done and what do you think you get out of it. And yeah, definitely you could propose like a hunting lounge if you think it's good.
Yeah. Get like a nice little like smokehouse there, so we can smoke meats.
But do remember that
Barbecue.
well, no, it's not just Marines visiting there, but also maybe like some more scrawny, you know, crewmen. Or even worse, the workers that the syndicates brought in, which you would probably know about.
But scrawny people can't smoke meat either.
Well, they
You
can.
gotta lift weights before you can
Yeah, just so the
make
meat
some
is too
jerky?
strong. Yeah, first you have to eat your vegetables. But no, I kid.
Talk
But
about meat, not vegetables.
well, yeah, they have to like you know, learn how to handle the vegetables before they can move on to something strong as meat. I kid. But yeah, essentially like you were. That's what I was trying to tell you is that there's like a wide variety of people that are going to be tapping into this, and chances are that there even are gonna be people from like the ships that stop by. As you know, Gribner would definitely be able to accommodate a few more people. But yeah, hunting thing would definitely be possible.
You can put some like vineyards there so they can pick grapes.
I mean, they would know that they're planning a farming base there. Oh, before I forget,
Hopefully you can grow grapes there.
yeah, you would know the new location for the farming thing. It's near Node. That Tristan has
So wait.
found.
The farming thing?
Yes.
Is this in Gripnoy still?
Yes. It's in
Okay.
Gribnoy. It would also be like one of the places where you could easily place recreational area, although it's a bit far from the current portal, which is more underground.
It's gotta know. Get quintessence.
Indeed. But yeah, so you want to go for the like a smokehouse, right? And what's the other thing?
It's like,
Like a hunting cabin?
have a whole like outdoor.
Okay, like a whole outdoors experience.
Yeah. But we have lots of land. We gotta use it. Otherwise, we would lose it.
Yeah.
Like the Aboriginals.
Oof. Okay. Does cost benefit? Okay, and you're just gonna look into the outdoors experience or other stuff as well.
Like no, like do like a whole full outdoorsy like compound thing, so you get like axe throwing, some archery. Very much call to nature resort.
Oh my. Okay, sure.
Maybe,
You have
like,
psychology,
small
right?
artificial pond.
Hmm?
Yeah. Like looking up. I do have psychology.
Yeah.
I was keep talking about my own ideas.
Yeah. No. It's fine. Like it's gonna be how it's shaped, essentially, like your own ideas. So you can keep going with your own ideas until you're finished.
No, it would be this whole call to nature little like spa thing. If possible, we try to make a little pond so you can fish,
Oh yeah.
make some fake fish.
I mean, there's actual. Yeah. You would probably know that there's actual fish in there.
Oh, even better.
There's also like game to hunt, Like the animals are a bit strange, like a little bit off from like earthly ones, but yeah, reports of Florida have
Even
reached that at least a few of those Marines that go in there to like fight have gone and hunted some of those animals down and eaten them.
Even better, it just reinforces their hatred towards EDEs. Put a paragraph in the whole report about that. How they're just different enough that it reinforces hatreds against the supernatural.
Oof. Okay, that's fine. Okay, then I guess give me like some intelligence, psychology. Since analysis, I will say it's an 8.
Ooh.
Do you have like by the way, do you have in like finance or like maybe even academics?
I do have academics.
How much?
I have academics and mathematics at 4.
Ah, well, that should be good enough. Yeah, just means yeah, completely obvious.
So am I doing academics or psychology?
Psychology. It's just I wanted to know if you have even any idea about like financial matters, but with, like academics for you probably would know some stuff.
I know how numbers work.
Exactly. You didn't have to write especially for the numbers.
Everything is basically just math. It's just derived from it. I will also burn a willpower since this is difficulty 8, and I only have 13 dice.
Oh my fucking god.
Does creative apply?
It certainly does.
So 8 successes.
Oh yeah, I raised by willpower. Yeah, no. That's
Yeah.
how do we best say this? Okay, you start like you essentially like go and like put this all in tiers. Like which do you think would be most beneficial? And
And Sonya would be like a morale officer that will be stationed in this resort.
okay, well with answers I would say you can sneak her in. Definitely.
This is Ceres. She's gonna have to work for a living.
Whoa. Okay, I just need to make sure. You do know what her line of work usually implies. Would you be putting her down as that?
I remember how I met her.
Okay. But you're like putting her down as the same kind of line of work, right?
Well, no, I'm
Also
just
more
be like
harmless.
emotional support.
Okay,
We're using
okay.
relationship. Lots of buzzwords here. This is a formal report.
Yeah, no.
There will be no use of the S word. Keep that all out of there.
The S word, you mean is love?
We're a professional organization.
Okay. Hella cursed. But congratulations for managing to put Sonya into that. That kind of blindsided me.
I got 8 successes.
Yeah, no, you can definitely do that with those 8 successes. Yes. So now, support. No, emotional support, you said.
Emotional relationship, like
Sure.
report. I don't know.
No, definitely doable. My god. Okay, now let's see like build those tiers of things, depending on taking both like the the estimated cost and the benefits you think you can get out of it. You come up with like a good list of things to do. and at a fairly reasonable cost, at least comparatively. You know, couple thousand once the initial infrastructure is established, to like get the appropriate buildings going, because all that nature stuff essentially doesn't require much modern materials, and is comparatively easy to set up.
Might have to improve my scrounging ability so we can get this all going, though. I really should. I haven't upgraded it since creation.
But yeah, amazing. Okay, well, that takes up a lot of time, I would presume. Questions like, do you want to do anything else before the night takes over? You mentioned something about wanting to do something with weapons.
Yes. Since I might have to go off and kill some more werewolves, I might need to make some guns for myself. And I haven't really used gun making since I took it.
That's fair, I suppose.
And later on, try to find some silver. But right now, since I have a jetpack, I might want to make some, like, I don't know, like some Uzis for myself.
Okay. An Uzi for yourself, huh? Anything?
Uzis. I want to go guns of combo. I want to
Okay.
go John Woo on this shit.
Okay. Do you have any form of matter?
I have matter 1.
Okay. Well.
Don't we have like a bunch of debris kicking around somewhere?
Well, like not really anymore. But what you do have is it's like a bunch of parts. Thanks to the base itself. Okay, equivalent to resources 2, which I suppose is doable. Let's see what resources 2 gives you. I think it's pretty decent in Mage. Background dots. Okay. Give me like your resources. What exactly that entails. Come on. Resources, blah blah blah. Resources. Lower middle class, you got a condo, apartment plus a vehicle, some savings and enough money for occasions to indulge this. Yeah, no, definitely. That's in the budget. And, well, it will look a bit unusual, but if you're fine with that.
I'm very good with my tools. We got a foundry too. I'm sure I could maybe rework it a little bit. I do have scrounging. Maybe I could use that to find some good stuff.
Sure. You can like roll that, I guess, to find just the right parts. I suppose.
Is it wits? Is it wits based?
Or perception based.
What?
Just difficulty 6. Perception, scrounging.
Yeah. I only got 6 dice there. Don't have any specialties for this.
Shame. Okay, how much did he actually get? 2. Well, that's still something. Yeah, you find like a bunch of good parts that might just fit. Yeah, even like some parts you think, you didn't think, you think that somehow fell through the inventory list at some point. I didn't even know you had something like this. But yeah, it's perfect. Should be able to make use of it just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, then I guess give me like some intelligence Let's see. Where's the appropriate skill for that?
Well, this is gun
Gun
making.
making, yeah. Straight up gun making. Let me
Yeah,
check if
'cause
it
I
does.
straight up actually have this skill, so it's
Yeah,
different from my regular crafts.
yeah. I just looked at it and yeah, definitely. Let's see, gun making. Skills. Gunsmith. Does it say anything here? Sometimes you must be also use the modifier, blah blah blah. Well, you have the parts, so it's fine. You can fix guns, craft firearms, you can reach from scratch. Yeah, okay, only says something about it only says something about like difficult modifiers. So I guess that's fine-ish. Okay, let's make it simple. I'm gonna say like each gun is gonna make it essentially because it's actually gonna be like 3 successes. And considering you just found you essentially found the right parts, I'll say the base difficulty would be a 4, and since you're going for like for standardized stuff essentially, you know, not very like your own new designs, and it's like a fairly modern weapon. It's only a +1, so you would end up with like a 5 with gunsmithing.
Okay, so difficulty 5. I'm assuming my merits apply.
Yes. Although I will offer you one thing. Since you're doing those yourself, if you're willing to invest really a lot of success into them, and I would take an increased difficulty, you could make them masterwork weaponry.
I was going to ask about that once I knew my merits applied.
Oh. Well, which ones would that be? Mechanical aptitude?
I have mechanical and hands of datalist.
Mechanical for sure. I think the other one as well, but I need to check.
Because I believe it has something to do with invention or creation.
No, it is with you using the tools and you getting
Ah.
so well acquainted that they almost become alive in your hands.
Yeah, let's check. Which one is that? No, it's not a. It's a physical one or what? No.
I have
Page
the whole writing.
is on page 70.
I also have the writing for the whole merit in my character sheet.
That's good, I suppose.
Any rolls you make to craft, repair, invent, or otherwise modify mechanical technologies are at a -2 difficulty when you've got the opportunity to put these hand of datalist to work.
Okay.
So it does say craft specifically.
Yes. What else says crafting machines, technologies, hands. Sure. You would have probably some tools ready for that, considering it's your base, and you have done a lot of crafting here already. So okay, they can apply. But still.
Okay.
Let me check. Did I ever do some masterwork? Some proper write-up, or at least like the start of it? Probably not, but it's worth checking. Dear Lord. No, not in this game anyways. I think at least. Procedures, rituals, no. Gear, standard gear, disciplines. But yeah. Essentially, TLDR is +2 difficulty and +5 successes.
Okay, so I believe we're sitting at difficulty 7.
Well.
And then the merits drop that down to 4.
I believe so, yeah. It's like 2 each,
Okay.
which is
And
header curse.
it's intelligence plus gun making, correct?
Yes.
So I have 11 dice, and I will need how many successes? 5?
3 plus 5, so
Three,
would be
so 8
8 per.
per gun.
Yes, per gun.
Okay, so 16 for the 2.
Yes.
And how much time is each roll going to use up?
Roughly an hour.
Okay, so I can do this.
Yeah, mostly doing.
I almost made 1 gun in the first hour.
Yep. I'm gonna say you have like 2 more rolls before you pass into the night, and well, at that point it's up to you if you want to go and go properly to sleep or want to go through the night. But negating willpower regeneration.
I just need 9 more successes. And I got 9 more. Does creative apply?
Sure. Hella cursed, but here you go. You got 2 masterwork weapons. And mechanics-wise, well, I haven't mentioned this, but since they're for firearms, you can basically only take a -1 mag difficulty on it.
Okay, so instead of default 6, it's default 5.
Yes.
Great. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nima
Now I
shows
just
up.
need to find
Well, Nima shows
I
up
just
in.
have to find silver bullets, or silver to make some bullets.
Well, you'll find that silver is kinda in short supply. Do you have a prime by any chance?
I do have prime.
How much?
I got 4.
Oh my god, okay.
Good.
Yeah, no.
So I could always just make it aggravated.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, not exactly the same thing, actually.
Because silver is still more better than quintessence aggravated.
Yeah, like it is against werewolves, anyways.
Yeah.
Which would be, I guess, common knowledge for werewolves.
Shit, I don't have. Wait, is it enigmas or a cult or esoterica to know what werewolves are weak to?
Depends. But I would say
Cosmology.
that depends. Like I would say, if it's like a void engineer, like he would probably know that silver works. That's like basic knowledge. Same with like if you fight against vampires, you would probably know.
I mean-
Set them on fire.
I
And
mean, would
sunlight.
I? Since I've been technically always out in space.
Well, the werewolves do exist in space.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, they're not particularly common past a certain point, but they're definitely there. Okay,
Anyways, I believe that's it for my night. You said
Yep.
I get a willpower back.
Yep, and I think then the big moment is here for Ems to shine.
Okay. Before we this presentation, because technically when we first left off, I'm in Vicious Lab space.
Okay.
Because I think we were talking about the ship, I
Oh,
believe.
well, I was assuming this was not in person, but it can be in person, I guess, if you really want to.
Oh no, it doesn't need to be.
We talked out of person, and I basically said, as soon as you can come, you can. I don't care. Do whenever you feel like.
Okay.
But yeah, sure, you can just, I guess, fly over, I suppose.
No, I think that's the thing. I'm already in his base, and I think I
Yeah,
examined the
could be.
ship, I believe, and
Oh,
essentially.
right. Yeah, no, you're completely right. I'm an idiot. You were actually there. Okay, then I guess let's just pull you there and delete this place. And I guess we should also place the nice ship here, I suppose. Did I give you like your own copy, Bacon, of a ship?
I also would like to get a copy of the ship.
Indeed, coffee.
No, I want the coffee. I want a copy of the ship.
Want a ship made of coffee? What you on about?
Make you into a coffee soon.
Ooh,
Jesus
fag.
Christ. Okay. No, I didn't. So let's get a generic one out. Where's Switnostered? Transhumanity.
It-
There we go.
It would be
Bacon, could you go to push the talk? We hear the fan. Thank you.
he is the fan. Because from what we were basically discussing was, well, basically, because I remember really it came down to the ship was alright. It needs to be do need a bit of working on it, so on, so on.
Mm.
But there's one thing I probably forgot. What did Vicious Love wanted to do with this ship?
Make it usable by an actual crew instead of being controlled by a weird fetish guy.
Okay. So you want to actually make it very useful. Because, when looking at the ship, because I think one of the main issues was no pilot, no cocktail seat. It was just controlled by himself and cleaning him out.
Well, luckily for you, the person who was in there has sort of been cleaned out already, as well, someone used the neutron pattern disruptor on the ship repeatedly. Like all that's left, essentially like the electronic parts.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna cost something to actually make it usable.
You know,
Ooh.
work for the most part.
So there's no fuck with the TDE compartments though. Those are mine.
Or EDE department.
The additional feature they have.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean those tack little shits? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know we're probably stripping the guns, the laser weapons, to the bases, because that was essentially being stripped out. Do you want the 130mm cannon in?
You can leave the weapons, just make it usable. That's the priority. You don't need to have any extra work on it.
Yeah, the rest we'll determine later.
Okay. So Radoma
Yes.
or the roles to make this ship actually feasible to the human eye.
Well, let's see. I would say the
'Cause,
structures, the matters, I think it matters the most here. And there's like 15 successes in that. And I can say that. I would say you'd probably need revamp, yeah, a good chunk of it. So like, yeah, like
fuck, that sounds-
half rounded down. So we're probably gonna be looking at 7, I think.
Okay.
Like 7 successes. You probably want to make this ritual to get the difficulty down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make this a ritual because this looks like an all-nighter job.
Oh, on your badly.
Yeah.
But yeah, also you probably will need some assistance.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to take much.
Anybody?
Yeah. I was just gonna suggest maybe you should ask Bacon for his Nordics.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Bacon for some Nordics, and if he wants to join in, or any of his subordinates want to join in.
I think I would be busy during this time, but you could have the Nordics and like I think Marsha would like just watch, and maybe Kelly could be useful.
Hmm.
That seems like a good plan. Looks like I have to teach.
Alright. Well, it's mostly about having like extra hands ready for this kind of
Fair
stuff.
enough.
But yeah, that should be good enough. And yeah, you have like a hangar bay to work in, I think.
Yeah, because I built it.
Yeah. So it should be fine. Not fine. And I guess you can go. Yeah, that's like pretty deep. So I would say you would you would need the full 4 metaphor for this.
Yeah, this shit is metaphor, like out the gates, nothing simple. It's quite complex.
Oh yeah, like the problem is like you need to like rearrange.
The entire fucking thing.
Yes. And unlike last time, you can't. Well, you probably also need to like redo some basic shit and figure out some more
How to
advanced
actually-
tech. Like-
Yeah, because some of this tech is quite advanced, and I'll probably write it that I will probably want to copy it.
Yeah. Okay, sure. I guess let's go on rolling.
Okay. So let's do this. So Erite 5, and
Well,
Difficulty will probably
first
be
off-
Ace.
First of all, you need to do the attribute possibility stuff, which in your case,
Intelligence, Hypertech probably.
yeah.
Because this shit is not technology anymore at this point.
Well, base difficulty is I think is 7. And well,
Yeah.
if you have any merits, I think mechanical aptitude, for example, would apply.
Yep, I do have that. It's a -2, so it's difficulty 5.
Mhm.
Okay, 9 add 5. Feel like I need to spend a willpower because I have a suspicion that I'm probably gonna botch this roll.
Oof,
I just have that suspicion.
that's quite something.
Okay. So book learning or experimentation.
Okay. Book learning or experimentation. Well, experimentation would actually apply. So that's 5.
Then it's 6 successes.
Yeah. Well, maxes out either way, but so okay, you can roll at a difficulty of I think 4. If you are to.
This seems. Yup. 5 at 4. Let's do this.
By the way, how much stamina do you have?
Ooh, you're very. I only have 3 because I had to calm myself down. In the other sessions.
That's fair, but that still means like 3 rolls before you have to you have to take a break.
That's fair enough. I can accept that. Shaping.
Yes, applies. So that's
7.
that's all 7 successes, I think.
Yep.
And just after an hour, you have revamped the ship with if you help us. It's been quite a bit of work, but you've finally done it, and you even managed to like clear out the useless electronic parts now.
What you mean useless? They can always be reused.
But yeah,
We're recyclers.
essentially you got the AI unit, well, the broken one, with you. You notice that some parts are essentially missing, but like part of the material could be reused if you really wanted to.
Parts of it could be reused. Just gonna write that in.
Yes. And yeah. And the ship, well, looks outwardly the same, but the insides are much better now. You know, we've managed to even widen the floors a little bit for people to walk without
Bumping their fucking head.
yeah, bumping their shoulders. Like it's not as, it's still claustrophobic, but not as claustrophobic.
Yeah.
And you can even have some fun in there with people. Well, being in there without being completely helpless and to some like strange AI. And also, while you're at it, you would probably also figure out that that actually the engine that's in there, it's not actually like a star TPU that as per usual. It's something very similar, but it seems to be like an independent development. But it's like, you know, in out of game like in out of game terms, it works the same, but different flavor.
Okay. Fair enough. As long as this is finished, I'm going to assume, right?
Yes, it's finished. And you have done
Just
all the work.
lovely. I just give their crewmates the rundown of what the ship, needs, all that sort of thing, and would probably ask to be transported back at least to Rongo base.
Sure, they can do that. They can even do it on a new ship if you're feeling brave enough.
Do any of them know how to drive the ship?
Yeah.
I suggest not doing that.
I think Kelly should know how to.
Problem is, I got a presentation after me. If I crash, oh, that's gonna be not fun for me. Let's just go on the Tesla for now.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they can fly you back, no problem. And Bacon, congrats, you got your ship.
Can we just establish that this isn't Bacon's thing, this is our thing, please?
No.
This one,
It's on my base clearly is mine.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually autistic, and it makes me think that you have no idea.
need to be discussed during the meeting. Okay. And I'm essentially going to tidy myself up and get ready for the presentation. Because, oh yeah, Radoma. When I do get back to my base, could I ask Bendy how the missiles are doing?
You can, but first off I need to like edit something here.
Human.
Essence.
Damn, I forgot to ask them. But I can ask later. They got Stockholm syndrome.
Oof.
I keep forgetting to ask them. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, Bacon, yeah, you can, oh well, Domino as well, since he feels left out. You can also go and maybe like name it if you want to. The ship, I mean. Since our good ships have like a name. And it will be easier to address in the future. You know what? I'm just gonna go and take Hydeberry. his name out of his character sheet.
What? I Barry take his name out the character sheet? Question mark.
Yeah, let's just copy it, cause you got
On that-
Farnsworth in it as well.
The ship is a lot.
I'm trying to like link this shit together.
Yeah, that's why I don't really like linking things in Roll20. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah, like if there's only like one space too much in it, it doesn't work anymore.
Oh,
Hmm. Crude and pilot normally. Okay, I think that's the most important part. And I guess yeah. Fuck, I need to also redo these successes here. So I guess I have Bacon here and Domino. Have you heard what I said about the name?
Just get-
I have no idea for now. It needs time to think, you know.
Yeah, just give us time.
Okay, sure. So 15. That's 30. 29. 42. 20. Okay. And that's like 0.05 plus 1 rounded up. Wow, that really took a bit out of the value. Okay, about like the EDE compartments, you wanted to like leave them in for now, or wanted to take them out?
I'm
Yeah.
just going to assume I leave them for now, and they'll just discuss what happens to the ship later.
Yeah, just leave all the weapons be for now.
Yeah, okay. Also, since there is like an AI unit that you can't really use, but it's still like worth something, unless someone wants to like try to reassemble it, I would say would still go for, well, also,
Selling.
well, like I would say I would still like go for half the value, which is quite a bit. I might add.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
Let's see.
Sorry,
That's
can you say that again? Actually,
78 minus 20, and then that's like half it. Yeah, that's still 29 successes left over, which is holy shit. 290 million worth of AI parts. You got some real prime shit there. I guess it's up to you how you want to like do this.
I mean, we could change them, make it be in line with what we use, and then sell for, full price. Probably, right? Maybe even
No,
learn some shit that way.
like you wouldn't need to invest like. The problem is it's not just the parts themselves, but the problem is also your parts are missing of it essentially.
Like, some of them are fundamentally missing due
Yeah,
to the ship's made. That's the thing.
yeah. Like you could, like if you hadn't destroyed it, you could probably like make it somewhat work, but due to like being battled and like that being like the explicit part has been burned out.
I don't know, man. There's probably some spiritual way to fix that.
I mean, if you want to bring it back, but you know the risks.
That's true.
Yeah. You just better off copying the part. What was it? AI ships.
But yeah, like they said like TDR essentially like you couldn't just go and like bring them in line and could sell it for a price. Like half price essentially is essentially the baseline for this. Maybe you could like improve it a little bit, but that's about it. But yeah, you need to decide like what to do with these 20 no, 290 worth of. It's a proper scrap. You could build like a ship out of it. This is an AI thing, but
Like,
other stuff.
this is beyond like the value of the actual ship, or is that included in the ship value?
Usually, no one is included in the ship value, but since you can't reuse it, I decided to give you something for it regardless.
Oh, so this is on top of what the ship already had. Not of the
Yeah.
three gods.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I told you, you couldn't use the AI unit originally, but I decided to give it to use it to some degree.
Well, I think this goes perfectly in line with the fact that we wanted to start funding the project in Cryptoi.
You really could, yeah.
Probably enough to fund a decent amount of it, in fact.
If you can make the right conditions, yeah. Well,
Yep.
if you decide to put it on Gripnoi, I could put it in the Gripnoi handout as like a thing.
Let's wait until after the session, after a talk.
Okay,
Probably.
that's then another down bit. I'll put in my notes that 29 million AI scrap.
Oh bloody yeah! I want that.
Discussed. Okay, that's fine. And so Ems went. Ems revamped the Tin Arthur ship.
Just letting you know that probably that time scale is probably 1 hour.
I know. That's how the rolls
That's how
work.
scary.
Yes, to some degree, I suppose. It's just that the rulings are a bit weird on this.
Yeah.
Oh well. That's fine. And now you're back in your base. Is there anything you would like to do there?
I would like to ask Bendy to give me a status report on the missiles.
Alright, you mentioned that. Let's do this. Hop
Let's hope
over.
it's not Let's just hope it's not bloody leaking.
It shouldn't. I just need to figure out how many of them there were still left in Rongo
There's a
base.
fucked up. There's a fucked up.
20 modified for virus delivery, and fuck. I actually didn't take that down properly, I think. Yeah, I didn't. But whatever. I think he shot like, yeah. Anyone roll me like a 1d5?
Alright. 5. One good or one bad?
Like essentially that's how many you shot because I don't fucking remember.
2.
Okay, 2 shots, so you still have 18 of those.
Oh, I could just. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, as I said, I don't remember, and I'm too lazy to look back. So it's just making up approximation.
I don't blame you.
And yeah, you got those missiles. They seem to be fully operational still. They're not proper missiles, I might add. They are actually more akin to big fucking pieces of metal with like next to no tech inside of them that have been hollowed out.
Not gonna lie, Radoma.
Mm.
I want to make a rocket with one of them.
Out of one of them. That's
Yeah, just one of them for satellite purposes for high tundra.
Let's see, supplies. Yeah, you have resources 3.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine, I suppose. Yeah, sure, you can go for that. You can go for that. Like, that's probably something you have on board to some degree. And you have matter. And I guess you also have like rocket fuel to some degree. Since your base has fuel. and your rover's using fuel. So I guess go for it. Let's see. You have you even have some degree of forces. So I won't have it explode in your face.
Yeah, I understand the forces, my child.
Oh, honestly, this is like, yeah, just
Literally, child.
let's make it hypertech again, since you would have to make do with more high-tech parts, as like building a normal rocket would probably be a bit
Easy.
well, not easy, but you wouldn't have like just the right parts for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably
Let's
have no
see.
select right. Yeah, so give me like some I guess intelligence hypertech.
Okay, would my merit apply?
Yes, I think so. Oh, and I would think so. Yeah, also the difficulty would be like lower this time because you would be sufficient with a Meta 3 effect for this for sure.
Yeah.
So base difficulty would be like a 6. So
Okay.
you can roll a 4.
So does that include the merit?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Nice. I can accept that.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's maximum modifier, and you can roll a 3.
I've at 3.
Let's see. Yeah.
3.
Holy shit. Yeah. Well, I would say
Bare
that.
minimum.
I mean, honestly, like you're just doing like really basic work, so I would argue that just 2 would have been enough. But if there's, no problem. It's done.
Yeah.
You have made a dumb rocket. You have depleted quite a bit of your resources, however, and if you use more, you risk.
Risk problems in the future. Yeah.
Well, you risk tighter budgets in the future because you've been using so much.
Yeah. That's why hopefully with the spare parts, from their ship, I can probably make some form of satellite.
Well, the
They're
problem
not used.
the problem is that stuff is not really yours. That's
No, I know, but I'll try and figure a way, because satellites are just really PC parts, really, just with actually layers of protection.
Yeah. I mean, you could just go and like try to get more budget approved for this specifically, which would be more like a bureaucracy thing, so politics. But
Charisma politics, or
yeah, if you want to spend some time on it, then you can certainly do that.
yeah, because I'd rather just do it the proper way, because this is really trying to acquire information about this world. That's really it.
Sure.
Difficulty 6 or
Yeah, you have good cause, so go for 6.
charming.
Charming. Very beautiful. Yeah, no, you definitely get. Yeah, what do you know? What do you know matter? Oh, probably no specialties, right?
At the moment, I'm not. I'm just going for basic satellite. Nothing like special.
no.
I just want.
No, like you for your role.
Oh no, I only have charming. That's really it.
Yeah, no, only charming, nothing else. Okay, charming now. Nah, like you're beating bureaucrats. You have to charming them properly. So I would say you have a good cause with this, and they were to approve more materials for rocketry. However, it will take
Take time.
time
I'm
to
not
arrive.
bothered.
But yeah, you have at least one rocket, and people are not upset about budgeting. Okay, and I suppose that brings us to the most important item, I think, on the list. Which is do you want to hold a presentation today? Well, like not today, but the day like right afterwards, because I think like a day needs to take over properly.
Okay, I don't mind taking a few. Like, I don't mind taking a power nap if you're asking that.
Well, yes. Like the other players have already done their thing, so like least awkward thing would be not holding it in the middle of the night.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll
But
do
yeah,
it the next day then.
Yeah, just like to see how this thing goes properly. Alad, are you here yet? Oh, you're still like driving around. Looks like fun.
It's the
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Since Alad's still on the way, we come to the next day. Still, and well, everyone who hasn't yet can recover a willpower point, except for Allied, who is still has to survive the night.
Nord's Gotten boys.
Yes.
The end.
I don't need to survive it. No, I'm on my way.
Cool.
And deal with some computer stuff.
Yeah. Okay. One way or another. Maybe we can like get some other stuff out of the way first, and that is who is gonna be.
We doing? Are we
Yeah.
doing the PowerPoint?
Why are we doing it at some point? I think like how much time do you actually need to come back?
I'll be home in less than 10 minutes.
All right, that's just enough to like set at least up the virtual space. And I'm not sure if
The
we're
dimensional space? Alright.
the virtual space. Not sure if we're gonna do it today or not, but I want to do it today actually. Okay.
I mean, you want me to break a couple laws? I can.
I mean, I don't want to say.
I can go 100 in a school zone.
I mean, I'm not saying you should, but
You're saying I should totally break laws to ensure I'm home in a timely manner. Well, you know what they say. The trains do, in fact, run on time.
no.
So off we go.
No! God damn it! I can't even hear his fucking engine. Okay. Well, the rest of you would be receiving a message for you, Vishlav, in particular. This would not conflict with whatever you said with the the man with the suspicious name.
I'm sorry, Redomer. Hold on, I'm myself. I'm only going 100 to 10 at the moment.
But yeah, I still want to like set up the scene very least to know what who's going to be there. Any one of you want to like decline the invitation in the first place? I know that Allied was gonna be having at least Danielle over for sure.
It's gonna be me, Futal, and Danielle. Oh, that's a state.
I actually have a question, Redomer.
Yes.
Does Tiong, does she want to attend as well? She is of sufficient rank. She's not a permanent member.
Yes. Which well, if you ask her, he says she can come with. She's not so sure, you know, what exactly she'd be there for. But she
I
can.
mean, she doesn't have anything else to do. I mean, it'd be interesting to get her to like do some reading on the people here, or at least getting her acquainted with these people.
Met with these people, sure.
Yeah, and lets her know that I'm the sane one.
Oof. That's a hot take. Okay. Where's Allied's played PQQ? Down here. Okay, now it's really struggling. How many frames am I losing at this point? Oh.
Remember, your computer's run by a potato, so
No.
probably
My computer is the potato.
it makes mashed potatoes. That's the advantage of it, you know.
Oof, I actually had mashed potato today. That's actually pretty good. She actually doesn't have like this thing configured. So sad.
Does Richard Bowie want to see the presentation?
Ah, good question. Would he be interested in that? I mean, sure, it's kind of his duty. Like, if you offer him, then he will say, hey, yeah, he'll come. After all, like, the other Bowie might be there.
Because John Bowie, he might talk.
We could turn this symposium into a Moseytopium, Radama.
Let's not.
I want to see all the Moseys.
It's possible.
It's not.
It is possible.
I want 20 spirit Moseys.
Oh my god. I could arrange that for you. Just put in like an order with me. I'll get you all the Moseys you desire.
Oh my fucking god, I can't even edit this thing properly. Okay.
How long is the presentation going to be?
Try and make it short as possible and brief, so it won't be long, hopefully, unless anyone has like really complex questions.
Okay, because I kind of have
Well,
to. You've had like 6, so I only got like this last hour.
Oh yeah.
don't worry, I got you, homie.
We also ended during this last hour, I think, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
However, there's another thing to bring up during the senatorial meeting as well. Like 3 things.
Wait, this is Endorital meeting now? What?
Sacrifice.
Yeah, we're all fucking we're all meeting for the PowerPoint presentation and shit.
I was just memeing on the fact you said sanatorium. I was like, wait, we're janitors now?
Yes.
You go from Gryffindor to sanatorium based. It's an upgrade.
All progenitors now.
Domino, do you get paid for your job?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, why?
Anybody really get paid for their job? What is money?
Because
I mean, we get to
think-
live.
I think that our characters do everything for free, so yeah, we are Jennies.
Yeah.
Like, you do realize we literally live in communism.
Like, our payment is getting to live.
Yes.
Our payment
No,
is
it's not. It's the
satisfaction
glory.
of
It's the
job
glory of
well
the
done.
union.
That's what a janitor would say. Are you sure you're not a janitor?
Cleans up a lot of
OP's over
shirts.
here- OP's over here sucking cock. Somebody stop him.
But yeah. Well.
You know, I joked going 100 through a school zone, but I just went through 2 of them at 110.
Whew. Well.
Oh, bless, at least it wasn't 100. Good soup.
You're American. Don't let the government.
I am an American, yes.
Freedom.
Children
It's your First Amendment,
children are
right?
just speed bumps.
I mean, don't worry, the police won't even stop you. They will stop the parents trying to save the children from you.
Oh, that's
For
that's fucking.
obstructing that man's freedom.
No, I'm not in. I'm not in Texas. My cops would just start shooting.
God bless.
The cops around here don't care if you're anything besides the color of purity. You're going down.
I mean, but you're pure white, right?
Yeah, it's the color of purity. I think I got some filthy fucking brown. We are on Twitch.
Yes.
Yes.
Live on Twitch.
Yes.
Let's see.
I'm on Twitch. Well, you won't be if I finish my statement, so I apologize.
Don't worry, I've already said some base stuff already.
Don't worry, we
Hey, Radama, guess what?
apologize in the name of Israel. Don't worry.
I don't. I never will.
But yeah.
Guess what though? I'm headed into my house now.
All right. Good job.
So finish getting the rest there. But yeah, we have a meeting.
Okay. Well, I think that's everyone. So I assume since silence is consent that nobody wants to tap out.
Yeah.
Good.
May happen that I need to go somewhere doing the thing, but we'll deal with it as it comes.
Makes volley. You know, note taking is probably the most annoying part of this. I'm too lazy to do it properly, but I still need something to work with. That reminds me, actually. Don't I know?
What's up?
Out of character question. Did you think? Do you think Grace actually in her mind or not? Like properly.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Like, I think as vulnerable as she is, if Gray actually was properly given a chance, he'd probably easily just take control of her.
All right. What do you think the angel statues are?
Well, I think the Angel statue originally was going to be more of like a meme on the fact that, you know, partially Nephilim, and that is kind of the heritage I do kind of have, particularly when you said the grandfatherly feeling. But then you mentioned the actual, you know, that it was slimy and does remind me of Grey a little bit. It did insinuate it slightly, but at the same time, it's just, I know this is all going on in her head, but all that stuff is going through her head into my head, you know?
Yeah.
Don't
Also,
really
it wasn't-
want this
If
to.
Rio, I would be careful with the angel statues when they're weeping. Don't stop looking at them, or they will go for you.
Yeah, I seen Doctor Who thing in the Minecraft mod.
What Minecraft mod?
There's a Minecraft mod for us.
Yeah, it has a microphone for it, but well.
I'm here.
All right,
So,
you're here.
done when you're ready.
All right. Well, I guess you should start. Yeah, I think you should stream this. A Discord stream, so I can capture it.
Alright, just do that. Just 30 frames. Because fuck. See, is this working?
Okay. Let's see.
You see the slide, yes or no?
I think I need to.
I see your home address. My god, it's no good.
Yeah.
I can see
I'm going to assume no
I
from what
can-
Domino
Give me a
said.
sec, give me a sec.
Isn't where you live?
Yeah, that looks good. Okay, you need to go. And yeah, no, that's properly.
Antarctic. That's a nice name.
Yep, Hike Antarctic. Beautiful name.
Yes.
Hike Antarctic by Hyde Barry. Next slide.
Yeah.
A brand new world. As this is a brand new world that has recently been discovered by accident. Not on purpose, by accident. I was using my ship for surveying Ceres to get an update of what is happening on Ceres. You know, just update the map. This world will be named Hike Antarctic, and the T portal will be renamed to Ceres Arctic Portal. Just to add some notes. Information about Hike Antarctic is an icy world similar to Antarctica, but it's much colder. Surprisingly has materials and also plants on the world compared to our own. The temperature is estimated minus 60 to 100 C. It also has breathable air from what information I can get. It is very against our paradigm, but I do believe it can be resolved by some elbow grease. The polar bear humanoids in the High Antarctic were not recorded on our database, and currently, that was the first time they were ever spotted. There are more samples within Rongo base that needs to be analysed as time goes on. In the next slide, the idea for High Antarctic will be seen will be seen in pros and cons, ideas to do with the world, essentially. Idea 1, close it. The plan will simply go into containing the area and shutting it off, close down the portal. Pros, this will be an easy thing to do. It'll be a safe thing to do for now. Con, due to the lack of knowledge of portal locations, is the world truly closed? Excuse me, hold on. Okay, I'm back. And plus, if we were to close this portal, it'll be an opportunity wasted to not explore it. Next slide. Idea 2, secret hideout. Nothing big, only a simple storage area / bunker to essentially hold out for a certain amount of time. This is essentially a backup holding zone. So, in case of any emergencies or anything of that nature happens to one of our bases, this could be an area of holding up. Pros, will keep personnel safe. It will be simple to build and maintain due to designs of such bunkers and holdout areas within the Technocratic Union. Cons, it may not even be used and only serves one purpose. Idea 3, Bridgehead. A bridge is essentially explorative paradise, a small tiny facility only dealing with its main functionality, used for explorative purposes for the purpose of mapping the entirety and planning what to do next. Pros, it will help to get the better understanding of Ceres. It will also find out if there's any enemies out there that we should be aware of. For example, there was reports of Nordics within Gribanoy. This can also be a case here, for example. Con, it'll be manpower intensive at first. The results will be... Okay, hold on. I wrote more text, but I think it actually not showed... Yeah, it didn't show them. Okay. Yeah, the second paragraph was cut in half, by the way. This PowerPoint. Results, it was basically it'd be slow, but it would have to be executed magnificently. Basically, it have to be right on the dot. The idea for evacuation area, potentially a backup evacuation area from Gribanoy. if a hollow series was ever compromised. So the original evacuation point will be moved to a new location if I ever get the chance. Having more than one evacuation area will be a better chance of evacuation. By having evacuation, it also helps us to consolidate the local area. Con, be a very expensive front. It will need to be planned well and executed very meticulously. So, same as the previous one. Testing ground. The world will become a testing ground for the Union. It could be from weapon testing grounds for the Goons and Cisjoys to gain experience and data from, to other forms of testing such as better ways of resource extraction. Pros, it can be worked from our bases, so you wouldn't need to build any facilities within the world at all. And it can easily be observing the effects of testing with the use of heavy use of satellites, which are very easy to require. Con, the system will need to be very bureaucratic in order for process of safety to the highest extent. For example, let's just say, very dangerous weapons, like antimatter, for example. Current tests will need to be prohibited for safety procedure, like antimatter weaponry. I don't need to explain much about that. Idea 6, cooperation, working with other members of the Union to get resources and manpower to make a base. This will cost us a lot. Hence, this plan will be in the back, for example, of Sharing Power Pro. It will give us enough manpower resources to hold and establish to give us a stronger hold on Ceres, making cooperation working on future projects more easy to achieve. Needs more rounds of negotiations out for more both parties to agree. Putting manpower and resources into an unknown is a big ask. Action taken. So these are the current actions or step plans I want to achieve. What I'm potentially trying to do, because we're past the idea that I've thrown out. So ideas can change over time. Action taken will essentially be the action I take currently. Step 1. Assemble 8 flying drones, which I have already requested. Modify one of my missiles into a launching rocket, which I already did a day ago. And I have requested a satellite which should be coming by the proper paperwork. And essentially just waiting for it to all get together. Step 2, ask Bendy to create a program to simulate high conjuncture as a live feed as information comes from these devices, such as the flying drones and the satellites, come through onto the system, and wait for the conclusion of the data. Step 3, with enough information we gather and a full report is published, discuss what potential we do with this world will begin. My ideas will continue with my personal idea would be just to continue with the satellite and the surveying into high conjuncture until we find nodes or portals, also to control them. It's essentially to control. Step 4, this will essentially be if something remarkable happens. For example, an excess resource that we are in need, for example, silver. And if there's a large deposit of that, no, there's no brainer. Just we're going to have to set up a mining post for that, or a large deposit of certain materials that we need within the Technocratic Union to establish an outpost to mine or to extract. This is essentially a simple diagram, as you can probably see here. Expansion, as I explained earlier, just to be a lot more easier for friend to make your eyes easier to read. Data, I explained that. Decision making, and the bonus step, outpost, if that ever comes to be. And the end by Hi Barry.
Alright,
Um,
I guess at least Food Tower's gonna clap.
Let me just close this slide for the moment because my computer's a bit glitchy.
Okay.
I will also clap with the food
Yeah,
towel.
same. Like you have to clap after a presentation, even if it's even if it's bad. And this one was very good looking.
Look, I was just rushing it.
Yeah, mine did in half an hour, but it was the best yet.
Let me just close this because my computer's glitch slowly. Okay.
All right. I just like to make life easier for everyone because I wasn't with my full attention on it. Put like the name of the approaches because I was paying attention, but I think I missed 2 approaches on dealing with the planets. Like how many you said?
6.
Yeah, that's a lot to remember. So just write it down because they're self-explanatory. What are the 6 approaches?
I can send you a PDF if you want.
Yeah, that could be.
I'll send you a PDF.
I guess in the meantime, Food Tower would actually raise his hand and ask a question.
Go ahead.
He asks, thank you, Mr. Barry, for this presentation. There's one important question right away that I
Go
have.
ahead.
You mentioned working on this place, putting some elbow grease in it. What exactly do you mean by this?
Simply when the time does come, and if all the nodes and portals have been located, to essentially to consolidate, to change the paradigm.
Well, I'm sorry.
This is a long long term. That's the thing.
Well, are we talking about terranoming here, or are we talking about something else?
Let me turn you up a bit.
Futaro asked if it's terranoming or something else. And what?
Would- No, not
Terraforming.
terraforming. It's paradigm shifting. I was more referring to.
As I said, I'm not familiar with those procedures. I'm merely familiar with the procedures we use back on Earth to make environments more compliant with our paradigm.
For the moment, as I'm still currently doing the research and with the bare essentials of the information I showed you, I will still need to continue to research about that, and I'll probably need to answer that question down the line when it comes to it.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Hyde. Would you be so kind to to give me information about what you have available when the time comes?
I will definitely do that.
Okay, out of character. Does anyone of the players want to speak up now? I don't want to take like all the time.
I'm still waiting for the PDF.
I'll send you it after the session.
Oh. Oof.
Okay.
French.
I think I have like is the one you sent me Ems the recent one?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I can just link that. Let me try copy a link and then put it in this one. Yeah, let's try if you guys can get that one
Wait,
open.
it works.
Hey, there we go. The T portal. You didn't have to watch Resident Evil before you named this, did you?
Hmm?
Close. Secret. Holdout. Bridgehead.
Yeah, some reason when it showed on the screen, some of the information didn't actually showed up. So, because when it came to the secret holdout, it was more like in case the enemy.
So we're shut. So the first idea is closing it off, as in like we're gonna shut the portal.
Yeah, just like close the portal down.
Okay. Secret holdouts.
Yeah, I would say that from the get-go, this idea of closing it won't even work because, as we saw with Kribnoi, there could be more portals long term, and I feel it's a waste just to close it off.
I can see the value of shutting it because that's the most cost efficient route right now. We are dealing with Kryptonoid altogether, and this is a whole new
Ball game.
Wonderland.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with that as well. Maybe
Yeah,
down the
but
line go into one of the different
if-
avenues, but now
That's why That's why I'm kind of trying to build a more tech-oriented method of doing this.
If you're
So-
going to go the route of cooperation, have you contacted the EPP?
I have not contacted them yet. This is really just ideas being shot out at the moment.
On the what I say about why actually no need for closing it. We all know we are in a position that enemies can get to cities. I believe that this world will not make much difference in the grand scheme of things, unless the local better people you speak of have spacesuits. They would just go through the portal and die. So for now, it doesn't seem like ignoring it might be a better effort than just going out, trying to find all and closing for in the future, maybe wanting to use it again.
Danielle, wants to speak up at this point and says, "There's one, there's one thing we could do. I do like the idea of closing potential hazard off, but it's true. There's not that much benefit. What if we go a hybrid route, and instead of closing the portal off, we minimize it just to allow exploration, and Mr. Barry, you have some exploration already going. How about how much space do you actually need with this? Like how big does the portal need to be?
Was that question reflected to me, Radom?
Yes.
Yes.
How big does it need to be for, well, Radom, our question, for these satellites and that sort of thing? How big does the portal need to be?
How much do you want to get in? Just well, you have I think you want to do drones and the satellite, right?
Yeah, only the drones and satellite, because I don't want to send no manpower, because it would be very foolish to do so.
Maybe like half a meter, which in diameter, I suppose.
Yeah, I just give her that answer, half a meter diameter.
So that's pretty small, and we could use that to find other portals, correct?
Yes.
So
Hopefully we can find them.
So we minimize for now. Send in the exploration, and then well, either decide to seal it off, or at least find the other interests and seal them off if they're inconvenient to us.
That seems like a good plan.
Oh, there's if enemies come through this, they have an issue. When we try to get in and get his ship back, our attack didn't work right. It transformed, and
Transform.
basically not usable anymore in the same way. For fuck's sake, his ship turned into a sledge with a giant engine block.
Yeah.
Yes, now I see why the comment of the paradigm shift.
Yeah. How do you even plan to do this? We have we have no tech that's properly proof against this.
At this current moment in time, I can only really give you a speculation and not a full answer, because I need to find out. I just need the satellites and the drones to come and give me the full accuracy of the information at hand.
I actually I have an idea of what could help. I have help with that. I'll send for one of your drones to try to bring in some medical medical equipment and some of my bacteria, and if they still continue working as they should on this new planet, I could just make something that could, after some time, completely exterminate the local life, and I believe that could help with the paradigm shift, right? I'm not very good at this sort of stuff. I skipped this class when I joined the Void Engineers.
Anyone who wants to can give me an intelligence, I think cosmology. Yeah, cosmology at an 8.
EDE research apply?
Not per se, no. It's about the entire world.
Can I spend willpower on this?
Oh, I actually have 1 dot on cosmology, so what's difficulty? 8?
Yeah, it was
8.
8.
I have book learning.
I have creative, I don't think it applies.
Sadly, no.
I also spend a willpower on this.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, which one of you had book learning?
Me.
I do as well, but I don't think, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a 10.
No.
But yeah, M's just drowns in successes. The rest big list.
Seven successes technically.
Okay. Oh well.
Most dice, and I got the least amount of successes.
Yeah, that's like unfortunate. That's how the domino crumbles. Okay, well let's start with like the lowest one that was at least one success. So Nick, well you would know that that when you put like living beings into like such a world, they usually adapt to that kind of world as well. So it's really there's some shift to expected, but no proper answer, I suppose. That's a bit vague. Still a bit of luck involved. And well, next up, would be Domino's Pizza. You get the same, but you would know that a paradigm shift, as suggested, would probably be easier if everything was kind of dead. But at the same time, it's unsure how this will exactly affect the world. There would probably be some other step be taken to make sure that the world doesn't collapse in of itself. And well, let's move on to Bacon. Oh, you would know that, and you would also note that while you haven't like properly been in those classes, you've at least like some experience by now, and as soon as you speak the words, it kind of hits you. It probably would work to some degree, but yeah. You probably wouldn't want to like wipe out everything quite in there. Whatever you want to do like in the word afterwards probably needs like some basis, at least unless you want to make it like a completely sterile world, in which case well, I guess that's fine. And well, there's Ems who would basically know, yes it would work, but there's like those kinds of realms basically work upon their own like story in a way, and by wiping out all life in there, you risk that the story collapses in of itself, which means the world will collapse. So it would change the world at the same time as you wipe it out. Like it needs to be like a dual effort, but it would make it easier for sure. Yeah, and if also like if that makes sense, I would tell you that you would know that if like you did like a proper shift, like for example like formatting, like natural resources would likely survive if taken into consideration during the procedure. Yeah.
Okay.
And well, if someone went in there and also put some life into it, like there might also be some plant life left, or life in general, I suppose. You could even like if you have someone skilled enough, you could even bring someone to make sure that only the life survive that you want to, unless it's particularly resilient life, or life that has like some way to adapt on its own.
Okay. I'll probably just translate the answer. Be like it's a double-edged sword.
We can put on the hold for now. If we reduce the access, it would like to the half closing. We would buy some time for know more about the place and know more about the situation before we start doing drastic things like uh, more mass destruction of life forms.
Yeah. I think it'll probably be. That's why I would suggest in my PowerPoint slide, personal preference would be just to let the droids and the satellite do their thing before making any drastic actions.
Okay. Okay, we're almost out of time, but okay, let's move it on. But yeah, the Futaba says, budget is currently tight, so I would like to take that into consideration, and I also would like a second meeting once we know more. But overall, I think a lot of preliminary work has been done.
Yeah.
And then yeah, speaks up. There are two things I want to bring to the symposium. Normally, I'm not here, but I couldn't help but notice during the last invasion, there was a step we didn't take for and I would like every base and ship, and she seems to eye you, Domino, in particular. I want to see a lockdown protocol for all the bases where all non-VE personnel will be contained properly within their quarters or other appropriate places, to make sure that they don't become a risk for the security operation that needs to ensure that needs to follow up on this. We had some regrettable incidents in the past where the presence of non-VE personnel made our job significantly harder, and I would like to make sure to minimize such incidents. I myself did, in absence of our commander here, the honors.
Waves.
Did the honors and locked down the base. Futao can attest to that, and you actually hear him grumble for once. Fun here about this.
One question, as she says that I still have that team of scientists on my base, or they are already gone.
They are still here.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I was just going to say, yeah, I have no non-void engineers. Oh no, I have those fuckers. They're still using my lab.
Yep, they are.
And I suppose that none of them are void engineers, or maybe one or two.
I don't remember the exact composition, but I think the majority at least are geologists, which might be void engineers, proper ones. Let me check. That's probably the closest thing. I think Earth Frontier Division. Yep, they are EFD.
Oh yeah. Geologist. Oh no, yeah, that's fine. I have no non-void engineers on my base.
What
Those
about
fuckers are void engineers.
well? What about what about the two Nordics and Mashi?
I mean, they're not programmed, so they're fine. I
Well,
get what she's talking about.
yeah. It's just not publicly admitting that, and for you would at least do something pro forma for them. So in case anyone ever checks up on this.
I mean, my base is the one with the most amount of lockdown procedures because of the portal, so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that's the first thing. I think that should be easily agreeable, right?
I see no reason why not. That is a vital thing, especially with retinol having been in ease of reach right now, which means we're nowhere near as safe as we once thought we were, relatively.
Excellent. And she looks at John and Tristan. And I guess Hyde as well.
No hide.
And I know.
Oh, Hyde nods. Oh. I didn't see that one. Okay. But
Yeah, no, not as well.
Okay.
Seems sensible enough.
I nod. I
Perfect.
don't want to be left behind.
You succumb to the group pressure. Good job. And the next item is about Mr. Cooper in particular.
What? You just see Sam's head kind of like, oh, like what?
Well, Mr. Cooper, I would like as having a similar position, but more on a local level, and within the base I'm stationed at. I would be interested to know what measures you have taken exactly to ensure the security on Ceres.
Okay, well, I'll give her the proper list then of everything that I've been doing for the last 2 weeks, including but not limited to, doing surveillance checks of what's going on all of Ceres, having a wonder mate that actively lets us scan EDEs, and just give her the general fucking rundown, Redomer.
Oh my god, you don't know how to do this properly.
Sorry?
What?
Okay.
You think I remember all what I've done? It's been like 4 months.
You're supposed to make a list.
God bless
You're
them,
supposed to make a PowerPoint presentation and shove in her face.
Yeah, I was planning to do that.
you need to make it big enough so she chokes on it and dies. That's how you win.
Oh, I'll have to call for a new head of security then. Please don't.
And she
That's
says,
hard.
I says, I see. That's some interesting steps you've taken. I need to go through the whole list, but I'm very happy to to take a proper look at all this and give you my feedback.
Yeah, Redomer, how out of line is she right now before I actually just snap?
Well, depends on your point of view. She certainly, is not a proper member of the symposium, but then again, she's just requesting data. Technically, she's not doing wrong.
Yeah, no, but this totally, with the fact that she DM'd me not a while ago with something similar, voicing her concerns about certain things, definitely putting one on one together. This is kind of fucked.
Okay. What do I mean, I guess it's up to you how you want to handle it. Technically, she's. I mean, as I said, technically she hasn't done anything wrong. Well, the only thing you can really that you can really see here is that she as she's kinda, taking a lot of initiative, which is not it's not a bad thing overall. It's just distracting from the meeting overall.
And then I'll just leave it at that.
Does she have anything else on her armor?
No, that's when she sits down and gives and he gives you like a bit of a sinister smile.
Thank you, Chief of Security of my base. I also have I have one thing to bring to motion as we were to bring it up during the next meeting as well. It is about the ship refueling refinery that's going to be brought in within insert however long until downtime. Yet again, it was brought to my attention we need to bring it up as a vote to Noah. And as this is the first meeting we've had that I've been able to make in some time outside of being contained in quarantine, I would like to see if we are willing to put the vote up now to get the paperwork out of the way. Hyde, I'm still working to see about getting you more manufactorum stuff. Do have a talk with you later about stuff. Vyacheslav, do you want to fuel refinery for starships at your base? I know it's a very odd question to ask you, but
no, I don't believe it's a safe place to put a fuel refinery near a portal where we are known to have hostiles. So I pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Hyde.
Like Futawa, just makes like a loud noise and looks at you.
I like off like mic, like I lean over to like Futao, like people that just like see Sam's like picture kind of like static from it. It's like, Futao, Noah said we had to do this pony show.
Yes. Let's just like just make me make note of something. There's one important thing here that
Yeah.
everyone should be aware of. The fuel refinery is meant to supply fuel for the ships, and most ships will be passing through a Pyuku base. Meaning, if we place it anywhere but in Pyuku base, will incur a significant amount of transference overhead.
I believe we should be aware of that. I mean, it's part of the whole thing that you and Sam are working with, like.
Correct. Yes.
But I also understand the need to check with the others because it's putting all our eggs in one basket.
Well, if like Sam kind of like looks over at Fu, like, oh, if the budget didn't keep bouncing to an extent, we should have had another manufactory type thing set up for Hyde, but refinery ended up cutting in there, especially with the most recent battle. Turns out it's a lot of money to send damaged ships leaking fuel all the way back to Earth. Who would have guessed?
I'm in favor of being like close to the repair station. It's what makes more sense.
Hyde, what about you?
I know a ship refinery wouldn't really fit my base, to be honest. And I wouldn't. It just won't make no sense for me. Like, as Frutal says, like, Frutal's argument literally makes 100% sense. Like, why are we having this discussion?
Because because it has been brought to my attention multiple times about a concentration of power on Ceres. and it's to clear the air with everybody that nobody is trying to seize control of Ceres or something. We're all here for the benefit of the Union, and I'm just making it official on recording for the higher ups to hear that there was no backdoor agreement. This was all clear cut. We're reasonable people that understand that the Union comes first. Bowie, what about you? Where are you? Are you on board with logic and reason?
Building the fuel refinery?
Putting the Starship fuel refinery at Piku base with the supply and repair facility.
Is that also not near the portal?
What?
No,
No. Okay.
it's
No,
far away
yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah. Okay. As long as it's not near the portal, I am totally fine.
No, it's nowhere near a portal. It's literally gonna be like slapped on the like actual ship repair thing.
Yeah, it's center thing, so yeah.
Over here. There's no
Zero
portal
my base.
nearby.
Yeah. It's even better. Near my base too.
What?
Yeah, he's there. Like
Oh
He's,
yeah, like it's real easy to stop by for any of the ships because I mean most of you, well except for Hyde, most of you would logically bring your ships for repair to the repair facility anyway. And Cooper, do you have any objections?
Well, I was going to say that either going to your base or go to John's base, but the arguments made before are pretty convincing. It makes sense to have it this close, and I think that bringing this up the way that you did, while it may seem a bit weird at first, is a good step. And honestly, it got rid of a lot of my concerns, and I thank you for that. I think it should be in your base. I think it makes the most sense.
Did you just in character admit to fuck you? Hold on. Were you the one that brought it to Noah?
No, I just said that it
No,
removes the
out
concerns.
of character. Did you just admit to? Because I don't know who the fuck's been bringing it to Noah that Noah's been hounding my ass about.
No, I was referring to the fact
Okay.
that people had concerns.
Like the way that you said that was like.
Yeah,
"Son of a
it,
bitch,
it's
you fucking
cute you were
dumb."
snitching, you know?
Bruh.
Yeah,
This man
it's it sounded wrong, but you can just say that, oh no, I wasn't bringing to the superiors, I just wherever.
Jesus Christ!
I quote again that does calm some concerns. Some that would ease what some concerns people may have.
Sam just kind of like makes a steeple and like just nods his head like very well. Well, we have that. Noah will be happy to figure out that we've resolved this again. Hopefully, the next wave will be a bit more useful for the other Siri constructs. All in all, though, gentlemen, as somebody that was part of the BCD on the Mudball for quite a lot of time, it's good to see progress being made, especially out here with far more limited resources.
Fufutaro like knocks on the table and says, "Here."
Sam's like, knock on wood. But if nobody else has any issues, I think we can call today's meeting to an end.
Yes, yeah, I have nothing else to bring. I just have one thing. Sam, I need to have a talk with you later. Something very important.
That's completely fine.
I also have something to bring forth.
Oh, what's up?
Well, I believe by now, some messages should have arrived from my part about, a recent wonder that we created that is a part of the stuff that I've done to ensure the safety of Ceres, and he kind of just looks over at Danielle. I believe the messages have arrived about potentially installing it in you guys' bases so that it can utilize all the sensors that are present. I've also disclosed, and I'll state it here again, that should this all be linked up, it'll work even better. We'll get a good idea of what's exactly going on outside, and we should be able to detect ships as well. In particular, with the ongoing threat, it'll aid us greatly. And should there be any concerns about maybe a compromise from one of the bases, we can safely shut off the connections. It's just as a yes, this thing that's popped forward, and he just presents like a document of information about it. It's called the search. I would like to solidly request you guys' permission to install this in your bases. Of course, it requires your consent, and should you not want this, that's perfectly reasonable. That is your own decision.
Sam kind of Sam's like, give me one moment to speak with my two. Mute themselves, and then leans over to Fu Tao and Danielle. He's like, all right, so I don't have much of an issue with it. I just think we should have it double checked because recent activities and stuff. Danielle, do you think you could check it with Hyde, make sure everything's hokey dokey with it?
Sure, can do that.
I mean,
I think
weren't a lot of people helping to make that?
yeah.
There was
I think
three
only
people.
Sam wasn't on the building process.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Sam was losing his mind and then in quarantine.
I think Daniel might be part of the
Richard
building
tried
process.
to help out, but he failed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
that's true.
but yeah, no. Sam just to Fu Tao and to Danielle mute it with them on their end. He's just gonna be like, can you guys just double check that before we hook anything up? At least for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of people have worked on this, so we should be able to get a good picture, and we can of course double check if he did anything else in the meantime. I get a couple of boys on it.
Alright. Sam reopens up Sam's like, well, you can have it delivered to the base. We're gonna run some preliminaries, check it out with the reactor, and go from there. If all looks good, I have no reason not to approve it for installation.
Thank you. It's completely reasonable to do that. You can never be too certain if any new installations, particular you're hooking them up to confluxes like that. Good safety.
Would there be any heavy energy costs, because different from the other bases, my base doesn't have conflux.
Well, this particular item actually has two different modes. In the passive one, it does not strain at all. The active one does, however, but I will try to supply that.
If you put the passive, should work on my base, and the thing it only detects primal energy and EDs, right? Only power sources. That's what is detecting.
Let's see. Yeah, primal energy signatures, power sources, topography, and identifies EDE by type. Yes.
All right. Now seems.
If we can place it in your base, it would also give us a preliminary scan of Gripnoi at the same time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can install that. Out of character. Good thing it doesn't have cameras on it.
Right.
If it had cameras, I would say no.
Fair enough.
I gotta get going.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
then everyone needs to get going. Well, give me just quickly in-character and out-of-character thoughts.
Out of character thought. I now gotta. I think I might do a presentation just on that whole spot idea.
Mm-hmm.
Very inspired. In character thought. I found a job for my waifu.
Yeah, that's actually really amazing.
Background is hacker.
Yeah, no. Sure. Yeah, no. You definitely hacked Like they're also
Back to
fucking.
SD.
Social engineering to get her a job.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a feature noteworthy. So yeah, take her to one willpower. Yeah, no, you already took one for sleeping, presumably.
I'm at full now.
Yeah, okay, and take 4 XP. Bacon, you just want to say something?
No, I was just going to say to motivate him to do the presentation because they give XP.
Also, I'm gonna upgrade my scrounging to 2.
That's fine. Yeah.
Well then, bye bots, and see you guys next week. I got an event that I have to go host.
All right. Good luck with that.
Thank you. See ya.
See ya.
Goodbye.
All right. Well, unless anyone else has to really get going now, I would suggest just rolling. All right. Science is concerned. Allied in character, out of character thoughts.
In character thoughts. Oh lordy, what the fuck was this meeting? Also, I also look forward to seeing what that sensor can do.
Yes.
Out of character thoughts.
Hmm.
Jesus fucking Christ, Danielle. Like, I know you're my head of security, but like, we're gonna have to have you sit down with Futal and learn how to be a bit more fucking nice when it comes to being a dickhead.
Yeah.
Because
Turn
that,
forward.
like, if I wasn't backing you, and it wasn't your position, you would get in trouble for like that level of disrespect, like with any, like most other fucking conventions and shit. Like, god damn. I see why you're locked out here in gay baby jail. Yeah, yeah. I also like the presentation. Em's really fucking went out to do a presentation, and I was not prepared to like fucking handle some stupid shit that I would at like a proper HR meeting. But yeah, no. That's all for me.
All right. Very nice. Okay. Let's see about the next person. Ah, fuck. That's the wrong one.
He rolls the infinite dice. It's infinite.
I think you wrote on the GM later.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
so
hide.
oh, you want out of character or in character?
Both. Like one at a time.
Okay. Out of character. This presentation, not gonna lie, it was quite nice to do. I love Microsoft, and not gonna lie, it really only took me like 45 minutes to make. Really, it's just really like refining it. That's really the thing. In character, it seems the meeting's gone very productive. My steps of essentially for exploration is really getting really good. Got the drones. I'm getting the satellite. Build the rocket. It's all good. I can't really complain. Modify the ship. It's all good.
All right. Nice. Okay, then now let's see between the last two. Okay, Domino in character, out of character thoughts.
Shouldn't that have been? Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. In character, feels good to get some, to get some work done on Anke. Not gonna lie. What's her name's comment is still way out of line, and yeah, politically okay to do. Way too fucking brash and just fucking unnecessary. Yeah. Talk about that later. out of character, kind of the same thing, but presentations are also kind of nice, and they're a nice like change of pace occasionally. They are good. I like it, and other players do presentations. Makes me be able to do presentation again as well at some point. But I'll get that out.
All right. Okay, then that leaves Bacon. In character, out of character
Alright.
thoughts.
In character, fuck, I really hope that this master guy is a fucking psychopath, so I don't lose my Nordics. They're being so nice at work. I really hope that I can just deal with this guy and convince them to stay with me in the end. But well, it happens. I have their DNA. I can make them new versions of them.
This is very true.
Out of character. Yeah. I love presentations. When this game ends, I'm going to do a presentation tier list to rate out the presentations.
I'm probably one of the lowest, so let's be real here.
Amps, I will even start saving. You had made another one in the past. Send me the PDF to me, and Domino also sent the PDF of yours. I need to save it, everything.
Did I make?
Yeah, sure. If I can find it, I'll send it to you.
I think
Yeah,
you
this
were
is my
the first one to
second.
Yeah, you made the mining one. I think it was the first presentation.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So
I probably still have it.
you should have mine as well, because I sent it to you to double check.
I think you shared the drive, so I can directly download.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the statistic one.
Okay, and well, I think yeah, 4 XP, and now for nature's M's for sure. Then Bacon is visionary. Yeah, I think you worked. Let's see. Bacon. No, that's the wrong one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, they definitely worked on some of that, so take 1 willpower as well. Domino, what are you again? A scientist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, take 1 as well. And Crusader for Allied, let's see. Yeah, you didn't have to have much of a chance to be a Crusader. Let's see.
Well, I did push towards my objective and goes for the Union, though.
This is
I
true.
did get that vote fucking handled.
Yeah, no, that's actually true. Yeah, take 1 as well.
Yay.
Okay, then, well, does anyone want to buy something?
How much XP?
4.
4.
Oh,
I want
God
to
damn it.
ask
I got
Bacon. I want to ask.
I think we should get another XP point from this session, Radomir.
Oh?
Like we should earn 5 instead of 4.
Yeah, we actually
Because,
agreed on Symptomium for once.
Yeah, like we did a bunch of progress. We solved out of character and character issues, and we also for the first time had like a meeting with everyone, and we talked our differences. And I'm just missing 1 XP to finish my set, please.
What's the thing you want?
Everything at 4.
Yeah, I will get my last attribute at 4 appearance.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, you get one more. It's fine.
So next session, Bacon, could you up my manipulation, please?
Yes.
Good shit.
Yeah, I will roll start of next one, but yeah. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
well, we got another one. Dope.
Okay, then if there's nothing
Yeah,
else,
but
yeah, goodbye to the bots.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, bots.
Goodbye.
I wish I used my code.